Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Chess. I'm your host, Weatherman. And by the way, thanks for the follow, Dashlag. Editor easy? No, that is incorrect. The editor is too hard now. It was already hard when I made Misty. It's even harder now, and I don't have the energy, the patience, the ideas, the dedication, or the care to do another level today. Trust me, if I did, I would have probably already did it because, you know, I like attention. Trust me, these are thoughts that have already gone through my head a lot in the past. How long has it been since Misty? 6 years! 6 motherfucking years. So yeah, you'd think that by now I would have done it. Should we make a harder one? I would, if I made a new level, it would be harder than Misty, for sure, because I'd also like it to be my hardest. Today we're going to play some Debussy and some chess. See, there's a double meaning of the word play there because I'm playing the music. Well, the computer's playing the music. But I'm playing the chess. Well, this first game I'm not going to play. I already played it last week. We go to game collections real quick. I believe... Oh, let me turn this off so it doesn't spoil the score real quick. It's a game against a white man. That is correct. So I had a game against a white man, and yeah, these are the moves. But can I go into the... let's go into the deep analysis. So we have a Caro-Kann off the bat. We have e4, c6, d4, d5. So this is what we start with. And let me open this, turn this on once again. And I'm going to try... I realize that with the analysis, it's not worth going super deep into the analysis off the bat. I should really just be going through the moves, and if there's something interesting, then we analyze everything at the end. That might be a better approach. I'm not really sure, though. So knight c3, these are Caro-Kann moves. D takes, knight f6, then knight takes again. This is the main line of the Caro-Kann, just playing the... This is loud. Music is loud. Chess is an Aura Farmer game? Yeah, if you do it right. It actually highly depends on who you're asking, because to some people, chess is the complete opposite of an Aura Farmer game. It's just silly people looking at a board, right? But then again, people say that like something like a sport, like a basketball, a basketball, just one basketball, is an Aura Farmer game. But it's just people tossing around a ball. It's no big deal, you know. I think they both can be. Even playing Geometry Dash can be a little bit Aura Farming if you're good, right? Or if you make a level that's compelling. Anyways, E takes knight, knight f3, bishop d6, and bishop d3. We have castles. They're still in this is all theory. Castles, rook e8. And this is where we're at. This is now no longer the main line. This is actually the Tarkatover variation. I'm just reading what's down there of the Caro-Kann. Rook e8, we have c4. I'm just trying to take more space in the center at this point. And now I'm playing white, by the way. I forgot to mention that. I was playing white in this game. We have knight d7. Oops. You have, what the hell? Yes, bishop d2. It lets me choose if I want to go into the line here. Which actually, let's do that. Because I also have the option of going bishop e3 first, which would have maybe been better, because then it allows me to put the rook here without letting the trade happen. So instead of... if we have this and let's say white makes another move, just some whatever move I go here, they can just trade. But I wasn't really interested in trading the rooks at this moment, because I want to keep the complication. So I would probably go here instead. So then black would play knight to f8, just protecting the king. And I thought of playing a3 at this point. With the bishop on e3, it would be different. But we have it on d2. I still play a3, which is an inaccuracy. Or okay, it says it's just good. Hello, this Adam. A very intellectual game requires brainpower over athleticism like most sports. Yeah, but this is to the point of it being an aura farmer game. Some people don't consider that aura. Some people consider that, you know, complete nerd shit, right? Which, you know, we call those people dumb usually. But buff checkers? Yeah, that's true. Dude, I played checkers against my friend who like doesn't play chess. And like if we were playing chess, I'd probably beat him, but he beat me in checkers. I'm like, well, this is a completely different beast. But I start to kind of get the hang of the game. I've only played checkers a handful of times in my life. Well, let's continue with this game, shall we? I want to just finish this so I can get to the rage part. So we have bishop g4. Now, what I should have done here instead of a4 is actually go h3. I was scared of this sacrifice because people have done this to me in over the board games before, where you sacrifice the bishop to get the king more open, and you have something like queen d7 try to attack the pawn too. It's a scary position to be in, but at the end of the day, because black needs a couple more moves to set all the pieces up. Like, you need the queen to be here, and you probably need another rook to be here, just backing everything up. Maybe get the knight into the attack. Not there. There. You're just losing the bishop. You need so many moves to actually get the attack started that it's not really worth it. And that's not really the logic I was going by here. I was kind of going out of fear. I don't want to move anything here. It felt safer for black to instead sacrifice here, which is also bad for black. I didn't think my opponent would do that because that also looks more straight up like a blunder of a bishop, because you just go back with the king. Okay, king g1 is better. That makes sense. But then you just be down a bishop, and the king is still pretty well protected. You maybe have the knight coming up for the attack, but it's gonna take a few minutes. Not even a great move, that one. Bishop g4. You still played bishop g4 at the end of this line. So that's why I played a3 instead of h3. I should have probably played h3. I think it'll actually become obvious why I say that. Well, it's obvious here already. So we have bishop g4. It kind of is not a trade I want, because then if I ignore this, computer says it probably shouldn't ignore this, though the trade isn't great either. Yeah, probably because it's an attacker. But then you also have the same situation where the position's opening. Oh, actually, you take with the queen. I could have just ignored it, huh? Never mind. We're discovering new things as I analyze this. So instead of going, here the move was still h3. I could still play it and be fine, and the sacrifice would still also happen. It's the same line. Actually, let's explore this line, because this is a line I saved. So we have bishop takes h3, which is the blunder. You don't want to do that as black, but let's see why. G takes h3, queen d7, attacking the pawn, right? King g2, defending the pawn. This is the only move for white, because you gain you defend the pawn, and you're ready to put the rook behind here. I'm pretty sure, is my assumption. G6, we're playing the best moves for both black and white. Okay, this is assuming that I would find all of this if my opponent decided to do that. Queen c2, getting the queen bishop battery. That is not where that's going. On this, maybe thoughts of attacking with this pawn even. Rook 8 to d8, rook 8 to e1. Rook, trade the rooks on e1, then knight e6, which is not the best move. It's just this is a move that I guessed black would play, just because the knight feels odd here. But it's actually fine for the knight to be defending the king here, because then you can leave. The rook can leave and the queen can leave, and this square doesn't matter because it's protected. You're not gonna have to worry about the back rank. So. Yeah, the trade here, the best move apparently is bishop b8. Just go all the way back with the bishop, which looks like an awful move. But I guess it's threatening this. And then you're going to try to checkmate. Or try to set up a checkmate. This is defended for now, this is defended for now, so it's all fine. Probably go here, bishop e6, h6, it's fine. But yeah, that's as far as I went with the line. With that weird knight move, you'd probably go d5, c takes d5, c takes d5, and then the knight goes back to g7, just to cover these squares again. No threats on the back rank. So that's why h3 works. Black is just worse in the entire line, and there's no risk for with h3. I didn't want to play it just because I was afraid again. So instead, I played bishop e2, and we have queen e7, which is not great because then you align the rook with the queen, and then this bishop is kind of free to do whatever it wants. It can go back and reveal an attack on the queen, or it can go forward and be in the attack. But this is a discovered, all sorts of nasty discoveries that could happen here. I don't really capitalize on that. I played bishop e3, blocking again, which is fine. Oh, by the way, the cat is here, and he might start meowing because it's an hour before his dinner time, and of course he's gonna start meowing now for food. So apologize if there's noise. How does this game actually work? I never figured it out. I don't think anyone's figured it out really. It's a forever mystery. Some people are better at it than others. Not even compute. Yes, Cam. He's here to interrupt. Yes, Cam. Hey, come here. Okay, little cat interruption. Just so he gets the attention he wants from me. Say hi, Cam. Look at that little puppy. Look at the little puppy. Okay. All right, I'm gonna kick you out because I need to analyze my game, Bubby. Come on. Yeah. And now is the part where he starts meowing and pawing at the door too. So, nice cat. Thank you. He's very nice. He's a very good boy. The best cat in the world, I believe. Yeah. So back to this. So we have knight g6. At this point, I got an idea, and I actually played it, because I didn't see anything wrong with it, but that's because I missed what was wrong with it. It was like many moves deep into the position. So the idea was knight e5. Reason I played this is because it discovers an attack on the bishop. So you're not really hanging the knight. You're not technically losing the knight, but you're losing something else down in this line is the problem. So we have knight takes on e5, which is actually not the correct move. You want to go, I think it was pawn takes is the correct move. What? No, bishop. Oh, take with the bishop first. And that works because, well, let's go down this line too. The engine wants you to play this. Bishop takes, oops. Bishop takes, knight takes, you take, threaten the attack on the queen, then queen takes the bishop, f takes, bishop takes, and rook takes, and you're down the knight. So that was the correct move order for black. My opponent didn't find this. So we have knight takes, d takes on e5, which is fine. You're still gonna lose something eventually, but not yet. Bishop takes on e2. There's actually a better move. I'm guessing it was pawn takes here because then you attack the queen. So if you go take, oh, you can't do that because you're if you take here, you're gonna take the queen, and then what do? Bishop e2. You go back with the bishop, and then you kind of get set up well here, and then you take the pawn. This is a blunder. Oh, because you're hanging the bishop. I'm stupid. I don't really understand this line, but that's okay. We're not gonna waste time on that. Bishop e2. Queen takes instead of pawn taking. And now here's the problem.
Are you coming to the tree?
No. What tree? Thanks for the bit, Dashlag. I don't know what tree you're talking about. My 1 cent. Yes, I very much enjoy it. I'll say I haven't heard that sound in a while because I haven't streamed. But, oh, by the way, today, I tend to rage during these chess streams. I'm drinking tea. because everybody knows that tea has relaxing properties. So I'm drinking tea. Today is going to be a very chill, very nice, very family-friendly stream. So, yeah. No raging, none of that nonsense here. So it's actually close to even, because my opponent is not making the best moves either. But we have rook to rook a to d1.
I remembered I had bits.
Oh, thanks for the 200 bits to this, Adam. Yeah, I actually also have bits sitting around from like the days when you could get
You
bits
are
for
going
ads.
to throw your tea at your monitor.
I hope not. Thanks for the 100 dash lag. I hope I only have 2 monitors and I need both, so I really hope that doesn't happen. So yeah. Oh, good job, you guys! You started a scam train incoming. Is it here now, or is it? You can unlock more emo. Oh, I don't have any more emotes in my channel. My channel is ass when it comes to these bit rewards and whatever. Not very well incentivized. So we have queen to c7. Again, this problem, the whole game that I've been afraid of a bishop coming to the king, and now it can because the bishop is defended by the queen, and I can't really block it like this. I have to block it with the g pawn or with the f pawn. Now, g3 is a better move here. Because if there's no taking the bishop now, and this bishop is still defended. So if the queen leaves,
What's the weather over Morrow?
The weather over Morrow. That I don't know if that's a word. Thanks for 27 bits. Yeah, that's a lot of 1 bits. The weather is it's gonna be nice. The day after yesterday. Oh, I see. Yestermorrow. Wait, after tomorrow? Is that an actual thing? I've never heard it. It is? Wow. Unless you guys are gaslighting, this is the first time I've ever heard of that. Wow. Okay. Anyways, there's no taking that pawn. You'll just straight up lose a bishop. And you take with the h pawn. That's it. That's all there is to that. Instead, I actually played f4. This is a mistake. The problem is you can't. Can you take? Oh, you take this pawn. And that's actually my opponent played. That pawn is hanging. And I actually should have just left that pawn hanging instead of taking the bishop back. And that's because the queen was the only thing defending the white star square bishop, and this is
Weather person, I don't know how to play chess, therefore I am laughing by watching your stream.
Good. You're gonna learn to play chess really badly. You're gonna get even worse. You say you don't know how to play chess. You're gonna know even less after finishing my stream. So good. Stay good. You're gonna, yeah. Thanks for the 17 bits dash lag. Nobody uses it? Okay. So yeah, that's I imagine that's like an old literature. You find it in literature, Old English writing, but not in today's vernacular. Should I move the camera? Because I feel like I'll fix this off stream, but I'm generally over here and the chat blocks me. I'm just behind letters now. It looks really odd. Okay. Anyways, rook takes. We're almost done with the game because I'm clearly losing. You might be able to guess how this game ends. G3, another bad move because now the king is less protected. In these endgames where there's a lot of pieces that could attack the king, you would rather move something like this because, and that's actually the engine says that's a good move because the king can hide behind. Now the king has nowhere to hide behind. Because it has to waste an extra move, and that's gonna get checked here once it does that. And it's just once you get checked, your opponent can do a lot of things to your king that are very dirty. So that's why g3 is not a great move. The reason I played g3 is because I don't want to move the I don't want to move the queen because it's defending this, and I want to be able to move this rook away. Let me show you in this position at least. I want to be able to move this rook away but I don't want to hang the pawn. So the only move that lets me do that is g3. Apparently c5 is better in this position, just stopping this pawn from moving, which is like kind of long-term helping out, and it's not being attacked by anything at the moment. So yeah. What? Endgame by Waterflame.
I don't know what the fuck all that is. Just let me get that sub.
Oh, that's loud. Thanks for the sub, Dashlag. Yeah. Son, what was that? What was that? What? You mean my sub alert? You mean the best sub alert on all of Twitch? Is that what you mean? You know where that's from? Only ball knowers know where that's from, by the way. Anyways. I didn't play the best move. I played this questionable move. Rook a to e8. Oh, Queen d4. Trying to get a trade and get the rook here so it can start gobbling up the pawns if anything moves. c5. Queen d7. Queen takes on d7, so now I get the trade. Rook 3 to e7, so we have another rook trade here. Rook takes, and then we have the rook on d1. Now, if black slips up here and they make a silly move, they get checkmated. So obviously they have to do something about this, and black goes for g6, which is the best move. A couple other options is blocking with the rook, which is not great because you're kind of wasting a move. You're making your rook not able to move anywhere, and now my rook is gonna come here and start eating up all the pawns. Because if you move it now, I mean, you can give a couple checks, but then you move it somewhere else where it doesn't get taken, you're still going to get checkmated here. That's the idea. The other option is to move the king, which allows white to force the trade, because this is now the only move that black can play. The only legal move, I should say, and then you can... Oh, no, you don't trade here. You go back? Oh, you just go... Interesting. I don't know why you wouldn't just trade here. Oh, because you're down 2 pawns. Yeah, so now black is winning. Absolutely winning. Yeah, never mind. We're not going to talk about lines I don't know because I'm not good at analyzing fast. That was amazing. Nope, I see you guys are very split on my amazing sub alert. Rook d8 check, just giving a check. Engine says this is fine. I actually ended up not liking this move later on because it's kind of a little bit of a waste, because it allows the king to move up the board. The king is going to do that anyways in the endgame. It kind of does force the king to be tucked behind this pawn, this doubled pawn, which you're going to have to struggle a lot to move. But otherwise, you're just letting the king move a little bit. Engine says it's not terrible. But yeah, now we have rook d5. b6 defending the c-pawn. King f2 moving the king up to be more active and covering the squares for the rook. So the only square now that where the rook can attack and be active is e4. So we have rook to e4. You have to give up this pawn, but you have to. It's a trade. So rook takes the c4 pawn. Rook takes a7. You give a check. King g1, and now you start pushing the pawn. So at this point, if you're playing white, you should be scared because you're gonna lose the game. Black has not won, but 2 passed pawns. They're just gonna march to victory. So we have rook b7, rook b2, rook c7, just trying to attack the pawns from behind. b5, just keep pushing the pawn. Now this pawn is defending that one, so you can't take either. Rook to c5. So this is setting up a push for the a pawn.
Everybody. You like low death?
Oh god.
Do you want low death to be verified? Well, I've got just the thing for you. It's the Verify Low Death t-shirt. Now you can show the world how badly you want low death to be verified.
Yeah, you mean this shirt? I do have the Verify Low Death t-shirt, and I do want low death to be verified. Yeah. Drinking from the STFU cup is not very nice when someone is talking to you. You know, it's trying to send a message. By the way, thanks for 100 bits, Dash Lag. And thanks for the 45, Adam. Yeah. Sorry, let me flip it to the other side so it doesn't say shut the fuck up anymore. Oh! Well, look at that. Both sides say that, huh? Well, isn't that unfortunate? Drinking my relaxing throat coat tea. The tea I'm drinking, the brand is called Throat Coat, not Throat Goat. Do not get that twisted, you guys. It is not. I'm not the Throat Goat. That's another streaming platform. If you want to see the Throat Goat, okay. Why they name it that? Because it coats your throat, so you can be the goat. I got bars. I got fucking. Let's finish the game before I get too out of hand here. Otherwise, the stream will last forever. So we have Rook C5. This is setting up A4. So then you kind of separate the pawns. So they're not defending each other. So maybe I have a slightly easier time. Rook B3. This actually allows me to go with the A4 idea. F5 was better. So black can't really push anything right now. Because if you attack the pawn, you just take this one, and you're gonna trade it, and then you're gonna go back here. I believe would be the idea. I'm not gonna wait for the engine to analyze that because I'm too lazy, and it's gonna lag my my camera too much. Otherwise, if you push this pawn, you're just gonna take the pawn. Actually, no, that's not the best move even. You take with this, and rook takes, and you're still attacking this pawn. And if you push this pawn, well, that's the worst move because you're going to lose it, and then now this pawn is defended. So, you can't move the rook. I guess the only place you could move it is here to attack, which is what my opponent thought. That actually is also not great because it allows king g2. This is a very important move, and it doesn't... you would not believe why until I show you. But this move, getting the king to g2 is actually quite important. But not yet. So we have a4, b takes on a4. Kind of the only move that black can play that doesn't completely ruin their pawns being here. Rook takes on c4 and a3. Now at this point, I'd calculated every move until the pawn getting here, and I was losing. I was prepared to resign. But actually, that was actually all with my opponent playing... oh, sorry, I wasn't ready to resign yet. I was not going to resign yet, because I saw a3. Rook to a3, which is not the best move because it kind of blocks your pawn. For some reason, I thought that was the only move my opponent had. But no, they can just push the pawn to a3. That's obviously the better move. Then I play king g2. And my opponent plays rook to b2 check. And it was in this position on move 37 that I resigned the game. And my opponent won. However, it's still... I mean, I was losing far before this anyways. But... the reason I resigned is because I miscalculated something. So after the king moves to h3, actually f3 is better. I just didn't want to let these checks happen, but it's actually not great because then you allow the king to move in. Actually, g4 is better. You push the pawn. Let's play the best moves for black before I analyze this incorrectly. So you push the pawn to a2 as black. Then the rook gets behind it, and you can't promote it. You have to defend it, and you're kind of stuck defending it. This is your only move. If you promote, you're just gonna take it, and now this is a much closer to a draw than you might believe, than it was before at least. You can't block it, because you're just going to lose both things. Oops. You don't do that, obviously. You can't go here. Normally, this move would actually work if the king was on g1 or anything in the first rank. Let's say, let's make some silly moves here. So this should be a blunder for white. Oh wait, the rook has to be. Let's put the rook. Oh my god. Just set up the thing so it's correct. So this is the position as before, but with the king on the first rank. Now you can play rook b1 check because you have to move the king, and now you're defending the queening square for the pawn. So the king must move, and now you can sacrifice. You can trade this pawn for the whole rook, and now black is completely winning. They have a rook. So that's the idea with king g2. I explained that very, very extremely poorly. But because I had moved the king to g2 earlier, because I saw this is generally an idea with getting the rook and the pawn in this position with the king back here is a general endgame idea that you want to play. But it still doesn't save the game for me. So I resigned. I was losing. I just had to play a bit for my opponent to lose. Oh, the reason it was kind of maybe a little early to resign here is because after this, you can't move the rook away from here, and my opponent has to move a pawn away and start moving the king in. My king is stuck inside here, so I have to start like trading pawns and stuff. Which means losing more pawns.
You'll get them next time.
Get them next time. Thank you. I hope so. Well, I mean, I'm playing a game today, so I hope that I hope that happens. And once you lose this pawn, you move the king up. Try to block the king. Ooh, actually, rook a7 is better. Why is that? You threaten this pawn. See, I would have probably played this to block the king. But then you have h. Oh, you have to move back. It's stupid. Yeah, I would have probably played a stupid move. And then we have f5 check. Oh, that actually like really is bad. And then we have rook b2. Just keep defending everything, and then eventually, you're just gonna have to make moves with the rook. And try to approach the.
Why did the bicycle fall over?
Because why did the bicycle fall over? Because it was on two wheels. I don't know why did the bicycle fall over. Thanks for the bit. Oh my gosh.
It was too tired.
You know, I was actually quite close to the answer. Ironically, it was too. Wow. Thanks for the bit. Yeah, I'm sorry I've been missing your messages, guys. I've been trying just to finish this fucking analysis so I can get to the games and I don't have to waste time here. What about every end poster? I don't have an every end poster, no. I didn't know there was an every end poster. That would be kind of... You know, I'm past that stage of my life where I bought Geometry Dash merch. I do have a couple other things here that have stuck with me through the years. So I have the nightlife pillow, right? This one I hide. If I had the bad bitches coming over, I have to hide this pillow. There's no bad bitches coming to my room, trust me. And there's also the Leuqualizer pillow, which is a little bit... I feel like the Leuqualizer pillow could just look more like some random design than like a video game related thing, especially Geometry Dash, which is... Talk about aura loss, which we were talking about earlier. That is dry aura and dry pussy. That's what happens. Do I still have the Creo shirt? Yes, it's somewhere in my wardrobe. It has crazy pit stains. That shirt. I don't know why. I know why, because I'd be sweating. But then, not only it's not sweat. Actually, it was some deodorant I was using that just now it's waxy on the pits, and it did something to the fabric of the shirt. It also happened with the low death t-shirt, and I can't wear it in public now, at least not with a sweater over it, because you see all that. It looks terrible. But yeah. The 7 stream tag is the truth. Which one is it? Goon Maxi? Is that what it is? What else is Aura Hospital regarded? I always forget my stream tags. Yeah.
Excuses to not wear low death in public.
No, I've done it. I have well, not anymore. It's been well, because it's cold where I live, like from November to April. So I already always have sweaters, but it's May and it's warm. Let's do a little temperature check. So right now it is 19 degrees, 19.5 degrees in my room. I don't know what it is outside. I don't have a where's the fucking it's 11 degrees outside. 52 for you Americans. So I would not wear just a t-shirt. That's a little bit cold. And it's windy too right now. But it's kind of unusual for May, actually. This is a little cold for May. There's a storm. But it's going to start warming up. And maybe I'll tell you this. If I wear the low death shirt in public one of these days, I'll have a friend take a picture of me. And I'll send it in Discord or something. I'll post it in my Discord server just as proof that I still have it and I'm not too pussy to wear it. Thanks for the bit, Dashlag. Yeah, Carmel says you're a moron if you buy a low death t-shirt in the grandest year of 2027. Well, that means you still got like 6 months left to buy one, right? And you're not a moron? I feel like he would sell you're a moron if you've ever bought the shirt. It's 2027. Whoa, I missed something. I missed something big. From the future. Whoa. Future man, tell me this. Actually, speaking of the, I'll ask you the question, but I have something else. Will Weatherman finally get his doodle touched in 2027? Future man, is Weatherman's future holding good things for him? by a lady. Let's be specific. By a lady, please. I do also have a Magic 8-Ball now. I forgot this is a new gag. We're gonna ask the Magic 8-Ball. Magic 8-Ball. Will Weatherman get his dingle touched by a very, very nice, very kind, very cute lady before 2027? It says it is decidedly so. Guys, we have to celebrate. This is Rob Top will suck yo. That is not what I wanted. If I don't make a new level, that is well, if I believed you, that would work. But yeah. Anyways, this is pretty much the end of the line, because then the king is gonna try to make its way down here. Somehow the rook will have to move. You might get the king here and offer a rook trade here, then move the rook down, and then you can't do anything. You can delay your death, keeping in mind that the rook can't leave the A file because this pawn will promote, and then you die. So you can just delay your death by a bit, but at this point I just decided to resign because there's no going forward. Unless your opponent makes a mistake, which in this kind of position, we both still had, I think, 40, maybe 50 minutes on our clocks. Pretty unlikely to make mistakes like that. So yeah, that was the game. I lost. This is the second round of that tournament that started last week with the money prize. I'm probably not gonna get that money prize, but I'm just gonna play for the love of the game, I guess. That's low-key gay. It's not the gay that I have a problem with. It's the fact that it's Rob Top. I don't feel like... Would you be comfortable if Rob Top offered you a blowjob? Would you agree? Do I have chess earnings yet? No. So that last tournament, I think because I didn't go to my last game, I actually technically lost. So I lost it. I got second place, so I didn't get the money prize. I should have just gone. And I feel like if I'd gone, I don't know if I streamed that day. I was so tired. I was dead out of it. I think because I'd had a very long week. Because I had a whole exam and everything. So I just couldn't go. I was like, if I go, I'm going to lose anyway. So I decided not to go. But I thought not going would count as a draw, but it counted as a loss. So I didn't get any, so I don't have any chess earnings yet, and I probably won't for this tournament either. No one trying to get touched by middle-aged Swedish man. Yeah, exactly. Is he middle-aged now? I guess he would be like, if he was 20 when GD came out, he'd be like in his 30s. I feel middle-age is like 40s. But yeah. Called Rob Top and he said he'll give you straight teeth. You don't make it. That's horrible. Yeah. No, I'm good. Well, I would make a new level if I could, trust me, but I just don't, I don't got that dog in me anymore. So I'm just gonna, why am I playing Blitz? I'm not supposed to be playing Blitz on stream, because then I rage. Do I just go back? This pawn is hanging. I think I go... Maybe I even go here? I don't know if I like this, because then if this pawn is this takes, he takes... Well, he'd have to sacrifice. Which he won't do. Oh, now he can trade and I lost the pawn. See, this is why I don't play fucking Blitz. Oh, that's actually even worse. This is why I don't play Blitz on fucking stream. I make such stupid mistakes. This is also a line that I learned, but I just forgot the moves because I never get to fucking play it in real games. So, I don't get to practice it. Just place one block in the editor and post it. I have done that. There's my, what was it called? It was a 3-object level. Or 2-object level, I think. No, it was 3 objects. It is literally, it's 1 spike, it's not 1 block. But, yeah, real ball knowers know that level. Don't know where to go here. If he goes back, I go here, and then I just unpin my knight. Oh my god, knight takes, and then here, then okay, then he would lose the bishop. Told Karma all the same thing, good creators leaving and getting replaced by slop creators. Yeah, I've seen that. This is the only move. I've seen that you know, I mean, I've said this time and time again. Is this a blunder now? Do I win? He can take here, but these pieces. No, this is. Oh my god. Okay. Don't play Blitz. Don't play Blitz. Don't play Blitz. Don't play Blitz. Okay. Yeah. Can you guys already feel the rage is coming? All it takes is one game to tilt me. That was just like a really bad, fucking horrible game. Okay. This should go a little better because I have more time to think. In theory. Whoa, the Rui Lopez. Where do you go here? I think I blundered already. How could it? Because this is defending. Take. There's got to be some sort of opening line, but since I don't know it, I'm just playing bullshit. That's interesting. That is very interesting. This pretty bad. You can't move the king there now. Because then you lose the knight. Yeah, you have to do that. And now... I'm okay with trading this bishop here for that. Just ruining his chances of doing anything. You know, my castle queenside. I could get greedy and take this pawn now.
Mr. Least gave me this spit and told me to give it to you.
Mr. Least. Thanks for the bit, and send Mr. Least my regards. Oh, that's a discovered check I missed. I think that's okay. I still want a castle, so I'm not gonna... Oh, I can't castle. Well, I'll let him take either the knight or the bishop. I'm gonna lose either one, but... Yeah, so now... I can attack... here. Move it up. I'm just gonna trade it. Oh, I guess that works too, actually. Stacking mental damage, yeah. Y'all have seen the video of this lady playing this piece for a guinea pig. Might be one of the greatest videos. I haven't seen it. That sounds awesome. Now you have to go here. That's the only... Oh, that's actually a solid move. I'm actually losing now. I didn't realize. It's not looking good. I'm gonna try to trade this stuff so I can attack from the side. A little flank attack, you know? Smart choice. Can still go forward. Actually, he has this move.
Why do seagulls fly over the sea?
You're asking me? Why do seagulls fly over the sea? Oh, I'm losing the pawn, you fucking idiot. What am I doing? Can I recover? Who said there might be, I might throw the T to my monitor by the end of the stream? I think you might be correct. I think today is not... I am not playing good chess today. I want to resign now.
If they flew over the bay, they would be bagels.
God. But there's... The bay is the sea. Right? Checkmate, liberal. Does this trap the knight? Oh no, it doesn't. Wow, can't believe I have like the foresight of like a fucking goldfish right now. We know knuckle chucks. Wow, that is not an expression I'm familiar with. That's gotta be some sort of slur. Maybe this is better, actually. Already considering new moves. The closed Sicilian. I've tried learning the Sicilian a little bit, but it's mainly been the open. So I'm not really familiar with the ideas of the closed, but I feel like it's not so different. What is this piece? Is this still Debussy? No. There's actually some guy
Welcome
with
to
a
Sweden,
name.
hey hey, where every day is the
I don't
15th
want
of May.
to get copyrighted. So I'm gonna play Book 2 of Debussy Preludes. Debussy. Might go here. Not bad. Could castle first. Yeah, castle. Sorry I missed the message. Welcome to Sweden, hey hey hey, where every day is the 15th of May. Yeah, sure, it's May 28th, but we'll go with that. You're saying that on May 15th it's Knuckle Chucks is a slur? Then I got a new favorite day in the calendar. I think that's a great move. Knight is coming here. Oh, it can. Maybe rookie one was better. I don't know. You guys are having the most regarded conversation on chat right now. I'm not really sure what's going on. Yeah, so the knight goes there. He might want to trade it. I'm okay with that if my rook is the one taking it. Because then I get to make a triple stack. Start thinking about a triple stack at least. My fine. Let's see. I'm trying to think if this pawn is weak, warranting me not moving the queen. I think so, because then you take, and I can't take back because the queen would be away. So you have to keep the queen here. Not move it here because then the knight can just attack and I lose a move. This is like two AIs talking to each other? Yeah. The humble beginnings of AI talking to each other content was making Talking Tom talk to, what's the girl? Talking Jessica, what's her name? Melissa? She has some girl name. Gonna move. Ooh. Maybe even all the way back. Because then I can stack and attack. Could, if I had an A3, I could maybe play some... Might play it now. D5, attack the knight. It's probably gonna go here. Attack again. And it stops B4. Or it can go here, and I'll just take with the queen. But I gotta be careful about this bishop being here. I miss when AI was used to make the US presidents play Minecraft. Yeah, I remember that. Those humble beginnings, too. Joe, you are the worst. Look here, Donald. Yeah, I lost a pawn doing that, but that's okay. Oh, I should have probably played A3. I think these are both okay. Maybe A3 is better. Maybe not. Oh my god. Of course I did that. This does nothing. Take with the pawn. Well, if he takes with the pawn... Can't attack his queen. Well, I'll just resign now. Aiguntu Anja from Animal Crossing. Now that is a sentence. That's not a new sentence at all, actually. What am I talking about? Jesus Christ, Joe, you prehistoric artifact. That's a good line. Yeah. Yeah, that is not a fun fact, by the way. Wow, so there was a key. I should have taken it with the pawn, which is very interesting. But now this allows... The pawn is lost? Take here. And can you take back? Because then you have this, and it's defended. No, what do you do? Oh! You have to take with the knight. And then you take the pawn. Wow, I missed that. And it defends the bishop. Well, it's already defended, but wow. Because even if you trade here, it's still defended. Like this. Wow. What a thing to miss. I'm not gonna... I've noticed something. My enjoyment of chess ebbs and flows a lot. Right now, I'm definitely at an ebb. I'm fucking, like, annoyed with chess. Probably because I've been losing so much. And just playing like shit. I don't know what causes this. I don't know what controls the ebb and flow of my chess enjoyment, but right now it's definitely an ebb. And, yeah. I don't want to go to chess club today that badly, to be honest with you. Like, I'd rather just not play the rest of this tournament and just not go. But I'll do it just because I'm curious to see what happens in the other games. Now this guy is really thinking about his... Never faced e4 in your life, huh? e4, mysterious move, no one ever plays it. Really gotta think of these strategies. There we go. Got something. Man who predicts the weather. You should beat Bloodbath. That was too hard. There might have been a point in time where I would have, with enough like practice, I would have probably be able to beat Bloodbath. But that is definitely not now. It is definitely not true anymore. Like, you're saying this like I still play the game. I don't. I really don't. Oh, my posture. You know what I've been having is a lot of lower back pain. It's probably because I've gained weight. It's probably the main reason, but also my posture is awful, and it's finally fighting back. My body's finally saying, dude, you've done that. You've sat like a fucking ogre for too long, and now you'll pay with pain. This feels like a bad move. Goes here, I go back, and he might do this, and now there's yeah, this is fine too, because then I get to trade. Here, now he's got kind of an opening. Even try to isolate his pawn, or double his pawns, which is even better. Yeah. I want to castle queenside. Posture. Oh, thank you guys. Just saw the posture checks. E4 had bro stomped. Yeah, you know, you gotta psychologically defeat your opponents early on. That's how you do it. A4, and then here, then I go back, and then he goes up, and my bishop's trapped, so I have to go down. Now he can still play b5 and threaten this. And I have to move this pawn. Okay, he doesn't do that. Gives me time to do this. Now if he ever has any thoughts of moving his queen here, I'll have a discovered attack, so he can't do that. This is defended, but yeah, maybe I ignore that and trade here. Because then if king b1, if he goes here, I can take with this pawn, and I'm not in as much trouble. I'll just do that. If he leaves a knight there, I'll just go a3. And that kind of helps me out a little bit with this queen being there. B first. Oh, yeah. No one's. People forget to do the B first. It really is a waste of points. And that's why it's just 50. I just find it funny that that's a thing. I got it from another actually a YouTuber who sometimes streams on Twitch, who now mostly streams, like he streams on YouTube. Maryland, if you guys know who that is. He's a Pokemon YouTuber. Back in the day, he was like one of my main inspirations to even like do streaming at all, in any capacity, was him actually. A lot of my stylistic choices when streaming and commentating, but mainly commentating, are from him, especially with Pokemon. You guys are I know it's very interesting for me to talk about this. It's super, everybody cares. Yeah, so now I can take with the pawn. I don't know if that's super great. I can trade. It's actually good, because I think he didn't think that my knight could take there. I push. It kind of opens this for the queen. I'm gonna prepare it. Can still play this. Go here, here. Trade. Queen takes. I go here. It's a possibility. I'm almost done with my tea. It's going cold. It's actually going cold already. But it means I'm gonna be throat goat. The throat coat, not the throat goat. Throat goat is, first of all, it's not appropriate. Not appropriate. Can't say that these days. Are bathtub streamers still a thing? I haven't seen one in a while, but I'm sure they're still out there, right? In the wild, they're still doing that because it's still artistic expression or whatever. I can't blame him personally, because if I had a hot body where just simply me getting naked is a form of art, dude, I would use that. Are you kidding me? I would use that till the fucking wheels fall off, and I don't know what that means in terms of my body. But that's the problem, you know. They're on kick now. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm just gonna double up. I think this still works because my knight covers this. That's kind of the key part here. I can still go here, and that discovers an attack on this pawn, which comes with check. Which he should probably get castle. Maybe castling's okay. He loses a pawn castling. Because I take this pawn and it's fully defended. And it comes with a tempo on the knight. It'll have to move like somewhere. Then I can move my knight and discover an attack on the knight, but then it gets a little messy because then I have this. Kick his ass? You'd be a harlot? What's a harlot? I don't watch enough movies or read enough books to know what that is. Oh no. Should I look it up? Am I gonna find some nasty pictures if I look it up? I'll look it up on a different window. How about that? Oh, my opponent moved just as I do that. I think this still works. This check, right? Blocks with the rook. I go here. But, oh, my pawn would be undefended. Do I care, though? I care more about taking this pawn, because then this one is also undefended. It's defended by the rook, but I can just take it. My rook is defended. Or he trades. But then I could just have this. And it's just like, I'm just crushing now. It's best you look it up. Hey Google, define harlot.
Here's the definition of harlot, derogatory, dated. A woman who has many casual sexual encounters or relationships.
That would be me. The fact that it started with derogatory, that's not a good start. Oh, dude, can I check here and then just take the pawn? Am I getting too greedy? Maybe I just take it now, because it attacks the queen. Oh, it attacks the queen, it comes with check, and I think I win. I think I just won. He has to lose the queen or else he loses the whole game. Harlot, huh? Yeah, I do agree with you. Unfortunately, well, here's the dilemma, right? Because the reason I'm so obsessed with like body image and being sexy and all that is because I wasn't as a kid and as a teenager, and that's kind of a key year to like feel attraction from other people, your peers, where you stand in the social hierarchy of being attractive, right? I was very, very low, and that shit doesn't go away. You being very aware of it is kind of is this GG's? I should have thought about it before I moved. There. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, he found the right response. Here, check. Can't go deeper. Yeah. But... Or you block with the queen, but that doesn't work either, I think. Remove the knight. Boom. Check. Queen can't block. Have to move the king. Oh, wait. Maybe there's something here. I have time to calculate. Check. Takes. If queen takes is GG's, because then I can pin the queen with the rook. So the king has to take. Then... Fuck. What was the idea? Check here. Queen blocks. Oh, queen can't block. Oh, fuck. No. Queen. Check here. Queen can block there. It doesn't work. Just check here and see what he does. And now he does lose it, right? Because then this is the queen is pinned. King must take. No. Oh, fuck it, dude. I'm just gonna go here. The obsession with the look among teens these days is... Oh, yeah, it's gotten way more intense than before, too. It's kind of... It's really concerning, because it's all social media doing that. It's really kind of perfectly fabricated. fabricated. Like, look at me, I can't speak. Yeah. I don't. If I thought I had a hard time when I was a teenager, I can't imagine what a teenager in my shoes is feeling right now. Check here. Does that do anything? You can go back here. No, because I have a knight check. I think that's why he moved there. But then I don't have it anymore because I moved the pawn. I could check with the rook here because then the knight is no longer blocking the rook too. Wait, okay, so check here. Knight takes. Knight moves away. And I'm up a rook. Or check here. Rook takes. Or check now. Or move. I'm just gonna move. There could be a checkmate here if he messes up. So he has to move here or here now. Hey Rustic. Being a Chop Teen is a canon event. It'll develop your character for sure. Oh no, he can escape now. What am I doing? Just gonna take the pawn. I don't have a. There's probably no checkmate here even. I'm probably just delusional. Just take his shit. Just take all his shit. If I get boom, I have an idea. This might work. Because now I have a tactic here if he doesn't move the king away. You'll see it if he does, because I feel like he'll fall for it. He's not going to move his king. He's probably feeling, oh, I got to move another piece right now. Not there. He probably... Oh, if he moves the rook here, it also works for him. But I'm trying to get my knight so that it can go here and attack. So that another... I can even attack it with the other rook, actually. Yeah, sorry. I'll read these messages, because this is an interesting conversation now after I finish the game. My opponent has 40 seconds, so... Hopefully... Actually, there's even... No... Yeah, the idea was to take this pawn. I think he saw my tactic. Rook takes knight. Rook takes, I have... No, that's not a check. What am I talking about? Just attack the knight. Twice. Oh, I don't know why it's taking so long for me to think of this. Yeah, beauty standards. I just watched this video on like the body standards in South Korea, and it's another level, dude. It's just funny because my friends who I've gone to Japan and Taiwan with them. Okay, I think he's gonna run out of time here unless he makes a move last second, but there's no increment, so yeah, there's no point. They want to go to South Korea as well, and that's where I'm like, first of all, Japan and Taiwan, there's things there I want to see. I know things for me personally that I want to go visit and stuff. South Korea, there's nothing. And I don't care about K-pop or K-pop idols, that bullshit. I have nothing over there. There's nothing. I don't really... I'm not that big of a fan of Korean food, to be honest. It's like good, but it's not compared to the other East Asian foods even. Like Japanese food, awesome. Taiwanese food, awesome. Chinese food, some of the best in the globe. We're talking globe, the world, okay? Be the best in the world. That's pretty good. Korean food, I mean, I like Korean barbecue. That doesn't even feel that Korean though. You almost went to South Korea. Oh yeah, you're that lady, right? You guys almost did a thing over there. Is that what it was? But yeah, what was I talking about? Oh, the beauty standards. Yeah, that I saw that video and it's like, you gotta be rail thin or you're fat. There's only you're super skinny, which means you look okay, or you're fat fucker. That's the only two options. Yeah, not poggers. Let's see. When did I not start reading? Because this is going to be my last game because it's already 5:20. These games have kind of gone long. Because my opponents take a long time to think and I still win. You know, because I'm built different. Yeah, the obsession. 15-year-olds out here looking up looks maxing guy. Yeah, it's just looks maxing, dude. That bullshit too. Clavicular. That fucking little neo-Nazi. Whatever he is. He was, right? He got invited to some party full of, like, neo-Nazi people. And he went. I was chopped when I was that age. Yeah, me too. I was fat. Fucking didn't take care of myself. But yeah, like, I already addressed this message, but being a chopped teen does build character if you know how to handle it. But also, like, it could leave you damaged. That's the other problem with it. Oh, right on cue. Cam is scratching at the door. He's hungry. He knows it's his dinner time. So I gotta hurry up here. I'm ugly and I'm proud. Yeah. Yeah, who do you need to look good for? You know. Yeah, alright, see ya, Adam. Yeah, I mean, it's not that you want to look good for someone, it's just you need to keep up. It's about keeping up. It feels a lot more comforting not to be the ugliest in the class, right? Even if you're like second ugliest, that's okay. At least I'm not the bottom of the barrel. I feel like there's a little comfort in that. But sometimes you feel that way, you know? Sometimes unless you hear otherwise, you just feel that way. But yeah, there's a level of obsession where it develops. It's real shit because you develop eating disorders and body dysmorphia and all this ugly shit. It really sucks. It's not like Stone Age where you have the cutest baby to get the most care from the adults. You know, to a level that still is a thing. Pretty privilege is a real thing. That I do believe because I've experienced it. Not because I'm pretty, but because when I lost weight, I noticed people saw me very differently. Yeah. Did you see that video of the Lux Maxer guy going to court just to be mugged by the judge? Yeah, I saw that. The judge knew exactly what the assignment was. It wasn't about the case. It was about the mog. Yeah. All right. I need to go pee, and I'm hungry too. I'm actually hungry like Cam, but of course because he gets pretty privilege. He gets to eat first, and he gets all his demands met. But before I end the stream, I'm just gonna bring him in. Hey, buddy. Hello. Are you hungry? Oh, Bigster, look at him stretching. Oh, he's almost off camera. Here. No, hey. He wants to look out the window, but actually, it's farming for content time right now, Cam. I need to farm you from content right now. Hey, puppy. Oh, puppy. Oh, puppy. You want a treat? You want me to give you a treat? He doesn't look very amused right now. But, ow, don't scratch me, bitch. I'm gonna give him a treat. If you guys want to join me in a little treat ritual. Oops. I almost knocked my desk completely off. Let's Just gonna give him the treat the old-fashioned way. You can't see his scratching post. Maybe I'll pull it out just for content. This is a scratching post. Hey, Cam. Come on, scratch it. There you go. Good boy. Nowadays, I don't even have to wait for him to scratch it. He knows to scratch it even if this treat, the treat is already there. Oh yeah, there's my guitars. Yeah. And some pretty fucked up looking dog. Yeah, I know. What's wrong with my dog, bruh? He don't bark. A pit bull named Princess and your friend goes, he don't bite. Yes, a he dog called Princess too. Cam, did you? Oh my god, he's stupid. His treat fell on the floor and he was looking for it like behind over there. It's over there. Now he got it. He's standing on my music too. Well, look at this fat round ball. Look at ball. Look at this guy. All right, Cam, I'm gonna farm you a little more for the stream. Hey, buddy. Come on. Come on, Bobby. Come on. Say goodbye. Say goodbye, Cam. No, look over. Look up. Look, Bobby. Yeah, look at it. Look at his little face. Look at it. Look down. There you go. He did the little tongue thing. I've been trying to get that on camera. Oh, Bobby, I love you so much. I love you so much, Bobby. Okay, all right. I'm gonna let him down and let him get the illusion. I'm gonna feed him. He has to wait like 5 minutes. It's almost 5:30. He might be yeah, he's a little dumb. He's a bimbo, but you know, I love him the same. Yeah, he's great. All right. Anyways, what watch am I wearing? This is an Apple Watch. I'll show the bling, but it's got a watch strap that I got from Walmart clearance. Like $10 for the, and it looks pretty good. That was a pretty nice find. Yeah, the Apple Watch I have because my parents are trying to turn me into an Apple head. I was like, well, if it means they're gonna buy me the stuff, I'll just let them do it. Even though I know Apple is not the not good. Yeah, always go for free stuff. But anyways, yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll try to win, I guess. I was just talking about not feeling motivated with chess. But yeah, I mean, we'll see how the game goes. We'll review it next week, as always. Oh, also, look out for a Tomodachi live stream very soon. I have not made a formal announcement. That's coming soon. I just haven't picked a day to do it. Because I want it to also be a regular thing, at least for the summer. And I want to pick a day of the week when I'm not going to be having to reschedule things a lot. Because then, I don't know. I like having consistency. But yeah, look out for that. There's going to be ways to join the island. There for that. Alright, perfect, yeah. So if you're I have a Switch. No, Tomodachi Life is on Switch 1 as well. So, yeah. Yeah, look out for an announcement. And very soon, probably within the next week. Yeah. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. See you next time. Yeah.